Hey guys and girls, Poketin King here, back with another Flesh and Blood opening. This time we have Arcane Rising. So if you haven't checked out the Welcome to Wraith box opening that we did recently, definitely recommend checking that out. We got some really good pulls in that. There's actually two openings on here, but one of them was a little bit older. So I'm going to be opening up one of every single set. So it'll be unlimited for most of them, and then probably first edition for maybe Tails and Monarch. So lovely set. We'll go through one each of the artworks if you haven't already seen. If you're quite new to Flesh and Blood. So we've got one of each of the heroes. So we set this slightly aside. Yeah. And we start cracking in. I hope everyone is well. Looking forward to Everfest. I am really excited about Everfest. I know we've had a couple of spoilers already, but spoiler season officially starts next week, I believe, of the time we're recording this. So we got Bloodspill Invocation, lovely foil. So of course, as always, we want to get a Command and Conquer. I've opened up a lot of boxes of this, and I still am yet to pull a Command and Conquer. I pulled a couple of Art of Wars, but this set just seems to be the set that I can't pull very good stuff out of. E-Strikes doesn't seem to be an issue at all. I've pulled about 7 E-Strikes, but Command and Conquer seems to be, that would be nice in the foil. The card I cannot get. So we've got Foresight. Yeah, I think I won't go too slowly through a lot of these cards because I have opened up a lot of boxes. But if you have any questions about Flesh and Blood, drop a comment below. I've been collecting since Crucible of War came out, so a couple of years now. So we got our first super, Knock the Death Whistle, very nice. And then we have a foil Ravenous Rabble. So if you don't know the rarities for Flesh and Blood, so obviously we have common, and then we have rare. In the first two sets, Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising, we have super rare. They're the only two sets we have that, and then there's Majestic, Legendary, and Fabled. So there's one Fabled per set. So in this set specifically, it's the Eye of Ophidia. Put that back there. In the Welcome to Wraith, it's Heart of Fiandor. In Crucible of War, it's the Arc Knight Shard. Monarch is the Library of Solana. And then in Tales of Aria, it's Caution. So we got first 2 rares. And we have a super rare, which is a foil. Maximum Velocity, very nice. So down there it shows the set, and it also shows the rarity. Very nice indeed. So each set mainly focuses on different classes, and this is the second set in the series. So Everfest comes out on the 4th of February, I believe. Spoiler season starts end of January, for about a week and a half before the set releases. So we are hoping for some nice cards. It's going to be quite a few. That would be nice in the foil as well. Plunder Run. We got another super rare, which has become the Arc Knight. Very nice. And we have a rare reduced to Rune Chant. Nice. What was that? Yeah. So it's going to be some reprints from the first couple of sets. So we know that the Arc Knight Skullcap is being reprinted, which is quite a popular card. Some people are sort of speculating on whether or not Command and Conquer will be in it, or E-Strike. There's quite a few cards that people are wondering if they're going to be reprinted. Some of the more expensive cards that are needed in quite a lot of decks, which would kind of make sense. And we have a Cadaverous Contraband, very nice foil. This kind of reminds me of the Hobbit movies in the Lake Town. So there's not any specific reprints that I'm sort of hoping's in the set. I've only recently started playing the game myself, so a lot of the people that are kind of wanting reprints are people that are playing, so they kind of want to be able to afford some of the cards they want for their deck, which makes absolutely sense. E-Strike is about £40 to £50 as of making this video, which is 3rd week of July, January even, sorry. So E-Strike is that, and then Command and Conquer is sort of about £80-90. Hamstring Shot. So it kind of makes sense reprinting some of these cards because they are very costly if you need a couple in your deck. I'll be interested to see what the Fabled is in the set. It would make sense for it to be a land, a place like Library, Solana and Caution. So the first 3 sets were shards, were gems even, sorry. So it would make sense to proceed with another place and then maybe go back to gems. So we've got Index as our foil. Did I skip a card? No, I didn't. So you get 1 foil every single pack. And you get 2 rares or super rares or majestics. So we haven't seen a majestic yet. As I said earlier, in the first 2 sets, majestics are a lot harder to come by than because you also had super rare. Which makes a lot of the majestics in the first 2 sets quite desirable because they are quite hard to pull. Whereas in the more recent sets, you are looking at sort of 6 to 10 majestics per box. Crucible is quite famously known for having really good pull rates. So here we are with our first majestic, Arcane Ascendancy. So this is a Runeblade card, which is kind of a bit of a meme in the TCG because a lot of people are always specking on the Runeblade stuff. I've never played myself, so we'll keep that separate there. Salvage Shot is our foil. Always talking about the support for Runeblade. And Cracked Bubble. So I'm going to sleeve up this majestic, because this will go in my binder. Any super rares and majestics go in the binder usually, and obviously legendaries. So we've got another Plunder Run, Pedal to the Metal, and we've got a rare Take Cover as our foil. Very nice. So let me know in the comments below what's your favourite set. Crucible War is my favourite. There's not a set particularly I don't like. I'd say probably Monarch is my least favourite. I've opened up a lot of Monarch and there's some really nice cards in it, but compared to the others, Tales of Aria is probably the prettiest set by far. The artwork in Tales is just the next step up, really. As I said in previous videos, the artwork anyway in Flesh of Blood is amazing. They really sort of have worked tirelessly with artists around the world to create the best looking card game that's out there at the moment, in my opinion. Obviously that's just my opinion. And we got another rare foil, which is Absorb in the Aether. Very nice. So we are on our last pack of the right side with one majestic. I don't believe I've ever pulled a legendary out of Arcane Rising. It's the only set that I haven't. I pulled one out of... Oh, and we have another Majestic here. Oh, I did skip a rare. Blazing Aether, nice. That is Wizard. Voltic Bolt. And Death Dealer. Nice. I do actually have a cold foil version of Death Dealer. I believe it was a buy box promo, sort of thing. So I believe I got it when I bought a box of Unlimited Arcane when Arcane first got Unlimited run. Back when stores used to do it, it's not so much now, to be honest. We don't seem to get them quite often. I don't see them very often, but you used to be able to get, for every couple of boxes you bought, you'd get a promo. So we have another super rare here, Tome of Aetherwind. Where did I put the supers? Oh, I'll put them over there. And Room Flash, which is a foil. Let me know if there's any cards specifically you really like from this set. Anything that you would want to pull from this set when opening. That's a nice one. Purple really pops out in Arcane Rising. The box itself is just so pretty. And that's one of the tokens, a Rune Chant's very nice. I think I pulled one of those in foil, which are quite nice to use. So we got nothing too mental. Kind of follows suit with all my Arcane boxes. We do have a fair few packs though left, so there is still some hope for something. I mean, an Eye of Ophidia would be amazing. Any of the legendaries. And of course, a Command and Conquer. I wouldn't need the Command and Conquer for my deck myself, but it'd be a really great trade bait. Oh. Reverberate foil. So we're about 13 minutes now. I try not to make these openings last too long. Not everybody wants to watch a really long opening. I try to aim for about 20 minutes. I remember making videos back in the day on YouTube in sort of like 2010 where you'd open a box up and you'd do it in 2 parts. I'm not going to do that because nobody really wants that, to be honest. I'm just going to organise my cards a little bit before we carry on. So we got... so we're at 4 supers at the moment. One of them's a foil and we've got 2 Majestics. So it'd be nice if we get a Majestic foil. They are quite hard to pull in these earlier sets. For sure. Back alley break line. Where do we put the foils? There we are. Trying to figure out where this was the rares anyway. I have completely put the cards in the wrong pile. See, this is what happens when I organise through the video. I end up confusing myself. You can tell I don't do this for a living. There's no editing skills at all. I could edit that out if I was one of these YouTubers, content creators and such. But I am definitely going to be trying to post more openings and flesh and blood videos as time goes on. Oh, we got another super rare, which is a Pursuit of Knowledge, and then we have a foil Stir of the Aetherwinds. Nice, which is a rare. yeah, I'll definitely spend a bit more time trying to do some more openings from now on. As I said, we'll be opening one of each box, and that should probably get us up to Everfest, which is probably pretty good timing. I've got a case pre-ordered, and then I'll just end up picking up some boxes. Over time to open more, but the case should suffice for start. Obviously, that's guaranteed a legendary. We got an A for Flare foil. I will probably do an overview video of my collection at some point. I need to sort out my binder after all the video openings I've been doing recently. I've opened a few boxes, so I just need to... So I have a Tales of Aria binder where I'm trying to collect every card in foil, which is no easy task because, as you know, obviously every card, most of them at least anyway, the commons have one of each colour. So trying to collect all of them can be quite a process. And then I've got my trade binder, which is all my Majestics, legendaries as such. Nice. So the foil was really nice in Flesh and Blood. I'm not a big fan of card games that have a foil per pack, like Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of gone to, but with Flesh and Blood, I think, you know, they spend so much effort into making the foils, and the fact you can get any card in foil, which is great, because especially in Tales of Aria, there's a lot of cards that I think the artwork's amazing, and it's really nice to have the common next to the foil. But I will do my collection. I've got a fair amount of slabs as well now, some graded, so I've got graded with MGC and with Beckett. Beckett's my chosen, just because I think Flesh and Blood cards just look so much better in Beckett cases. We've got Rune Flash, very nice cards, as opposed to PSA. But I have got the Heart of Fienda graded. I've got a couple of other legendaries, which I will show off. So we are down to our last 2 packs. So we're hoping that there is something, maybe Majestic foil in one of these two. Who knows? Awesome foil equipment. I always do like a foil equipment. I've said this before. I think foil equipment's really nice. So we got nice. And our foil is a rare Life for Life. Very nice foil. Look at that. So it's going to come down to the last pack. Can we get something? It's always fun opening these boxes anyway. I keep a few boxes sealed so that in the future, you know, if these boxes ever get to a point where they're too expensive just to be able to go and buy one. Obviously, they're out of print now, so at some point it's going to happen. Then at least I'll be able to, over time, open boxes and still sort of, you know, be able to enjoy. Because I want to be able to go back to these times. So we got rare. We've got a induction chamber super, and we have a Majestic foil, a Sonic Boom, very nice. So I'm not sure. I don't play Wizards, so I don't know how good of a card this is, but that's a very nice foil indeed. Very hard to get Majestic foils, as I've mentioned. So we've got 3 Majestics in one box, which is really nice. So we've got less supers, which I'm absolutely fine with, because I've got all the supers anyway. So, skipping through these, and we finish with a dash token. So yeah, very happy with this opening. Got some really nice cards here. I will sort through these cards. So, if you need any commons, if you're in the UK, I would say this: if you're in the UK, if you need any commons or rares or anything like that for you want to build a deck or something, drop me a message. I'm absolutely happy to send them over to you for free if you just pay the postage costs. We all have to start somewhere, and I open quite a bit, or I've opened quite a bit even. I probably opened a couple of cases worth of every set at least. More of Tales of Aria and Monarch. Probably I'm on about 5 cases each of Monarch and Tales of Aria. So I have a lot of cards that I'm absolutely more than happy to give away for people that want to build decks and trial decks and play with them. I know that playing and collecting TCGs can be quite expensive sometimes, and I'm more than happy to help anybody out that, you know, wants to. Because I'm sure in the future, you know, if there's ever a card that I would need for a deck, you know, obviously not too expensive, then somebody might be able to help me out in that regard. So yeah, so we'll do a quick brief overview. So we got 6 supers, one of them's a foil, very nice. And then we have 3 majestics, one of which is a foil. So yeah, really nice. Lovely to put these in my binder. I don't think I have either 3 of these, so very nice indeed. So have a lovely day, guys. Stay safe, and please comment, like, subscribe as always if you enjoy the content for more.